welcome back to the channel. Hopefully the first episode of the camper van should be online by now. Today's project is this Mk1 Golf GT sort of GDI. We failed the MOT on some things, so we'll get up in the air and see what we've got to get done. Good luck everybody. That's hot. Only had instant coffee today, not out of my machine. It's hotter out of the kettle. Christ, that'll kill it. Right, what we got to do today, stop doing that. This failed the MOT on a couple of things, more than a couple of things. The 4 brake flexi hoses, which surprisingly, my local parts supplier was able to get, even though they are a bit strange. They're female to female. I don't know if they're the front or the back. Doesn't say. So we've got those. We need to change all those. Rebleed the brakes. One rear wheel bearing has got play in it, I think it's that side. So we've got both rear wheel bearings. And rear brakes aren't working very well. We're going to have a look and see what's going on with that. A little bit of welding in this wheel arch. So inside the wheel arch in front of the wheel. And various electrical things. Headlights aren't working, windscreen wipers aren't working. One indicator worked a bit. I think that should do us to get started. So we're going to zip all 4 wheels off and then we'll have a look how bad these brake lines are. Use a syringe to empty the master cylinder so we get minimum over the floor when we break the pipes. Hopefully we should be able to undo the steel lines out of the flexibles without breaking them off or damaging them. We'll see. And yeah, get the brakes and then get the rear drums off and have a look what state the rear brakes are in with a view to do the rear wheel bearings. I see the plan is, with all this stuff, I'm just making it up as I go along. So if you think I'm doing something in the wrong way and you've got a better way to do it, feel free to tell me. But by the time you tell me, I probably will have already done it. But you could tell me for next time, or could tell other people who watch the channel what I did wrong. I'm going to do an episode at some point about putting cars on 2-post lifts, because it is not as easy. With newer cars, you can just put it on the bottom of the sills and jacking points. Like on the 5 Series, there's plastic blocks. Just put the arms on the plastic blocks. As long as you've reasonably lined it up, it's not too bad. But I'll do an episode on that. We'll put a load of different cars on the lift and show how I do it, the way various people have told me how to do it. But yeah, let's get the wheels off and we'll have a look at these brake lines. This is the problem wheel bearing. Don't know if you can see that on camera. Suspiciously, the caps are new. Yeah, that's quite bad. Right, let's get the wheels off. Right, so we're looking at the front. I've already done, if you can see, drive shaft gaiters inner and outer. See, it's the ends of the flexibles that are rusty. Now someone, not me, definitely, has put some under seal on them, but they are quite bad. That's the brake fluid that we sucked out so far, so that definitely needed flushing anyway. You see this one, this part of it missing, so that definitely needs changing. So the longer ones are the front ones. Again, we've done drive shaft gaiters on this side, which are all very nice. The back ones, we're going to need to lift it up in the air a little bit to see what we're talking about. You can't drain all this out straight away because there's like 2 chambers, so it takes a little while. You drain what's in this chamber out, it acclimatizes. You suck a bit more out, it equalizes. That's the word I was looking for. So I'll keep doing that until that's empty, try and minimize how much goes all over us. Because the wheels are quite nice, not my bag, really. Don't like the what's the word for it? Stretched to fit on the rims. You could do with being a bit wider even. I'd probably prefer something like a 195, but whether they did the arches and things, I don't know. Oh, the compressor's going. Right, we'll get up in the air and look at the back ones. Right, back brake lines are there. And it looks like they're supposed to have little clips to retain them on this bracket, which are missing. Hence the cable ties. Something we're going to be doing again. You can see how rusty and crusty they are. So yeah, that's the first thing. And then we're going to get these caps off, undo the main retaining bolt or nut, whatever's underneath there, and get the drums off. Have a look at these wheel bearings there. You see it's got a new fuel tank. This wheel arch, this spare wheel well has been lightened and strengthened-ish. And there's also a sticker which hides a bit of, might do that and just put a strip of black across the back, because that's quite bad. It looks like someone's done it to get access to bodge us up with some filler. Okay, let's get cracking. An old school move that we like, split pens, not stupid nuts or denting. And this is the area we need to go into and try and resolve. Metal, plastic? Oh, that's plastic. Oh, hopefully it won't be worse. That's our major bit there, so we'll might try and repair this a bit better than this what looks like stick welding job that's been done here. But we'll get this wheel arch liner off. I'm going to go any further than I have to. Oh, so the wheel arch liner covers, oh, it's not a wheel arch liner, it covers the fuel filler pipe. So I think that nut is plastic, so that one should come off alright. These are crosshead screws, so they're anyone's guess. Yeah, I think we need to get that off, but I'm going to get the split pins out and get the drums off first and see where we go. See how we're looking. Hopefully nothing goes further up, because oh no, the fuel filler. Oh, that's the fuel filler. What is that then? Vent of some sort? Yeah, we'll find out. Voyager Discovery. Okay. Righty then. I think we've lucked out a bit. It was this side the wheel bearing was bad. If we should be able to move the wheel cylinder side to side, which you completely can't on this side. If we look on the driver's side, wheel cylinder looks new, and you can, so I don't think we've got a problem on this side. Shoes have got plenty of meat on them. Springs look in reasonable condition. I'm not sure this is supposed to be quite as bent as that. This one's kind of bent, but it's upside down. I need to have a look how all this is supposed to go together. And it doesn't seem to be. Unless I'm being stupid. Oh, is there a ratchet? Not sure what the adjustment procedure is on this. Probably self-adjusting. So I'm going to order a new wheel cylinder. Clean. They don't look very good, actually. The drums don't look bad. They've also got a maximum diameter figure on them. Whoops, sorry. So I'll measure them, clean them up. For what they're tiny, the rear brakes on this. For what they do, I think we'll probably leave it. So next thing, we're going to order that wheel cylinder and try and get this plastic wheel arch liner off and just check that the rot doesn't go up any further into this area, which means trying to get I don't think they're going to come out. There may be some alternative fixings when this goes back together, but we'll clean them up, see if we can get them out. Play good news, bad news. The wheel arch liner came off. Surprisingly, I even got both of those screws out. I had to cut a groove to use a straight screwdriver in the one. Bad news. Oh dear. It doesn't come up too high, but it's not very good. There's also a patch already welded in behind this section. So we're going to break out the heat gun and the chisel, clean up until we can get this. Also looks like this car was burgundy originally, which ties in because it wasn't an original GTI. Oh no. Okay, it's not actually holes. Which I know sounds terrible, but I'm drawing a line under this. It's been filled inside here with panel bond. But again, there's not actually holes in there. It seems to be this area, and I'm going to have to come round into this area a little bit. Sorry, I'm not filming anywhere near where I'm looking. So yeah, savable. Everything's savable. But a bit more involved than I was hoping. So like I say, we're going to break out the heat gun and see where we get with this. Yeah, so we found some shiny metal, not much. So I'm gonna do some research tonight, see what panels are available. VW Heritage have got some that aren't massively expensive. They do a hole from this point inwards right the way round for £96, but they haven't got it available. And even if I bought that, I would just do a cut across here. This square section's started going when I cleaned it up. Yeah, it's either we make something which would be strong, might not be as pretty as the new panel. To be honest, I can probably see me making something. I might cut away this poor repair that's been done down here. Like, I can make a section to go around that, not too worried about that. I think I need to get these pipes pulled out so I can clean up the top edge and probably make a section that can go down in there, separate one to come round and meet it in this corner. And then this is basically flat. I don't know. Because this, I think this outer has been replaced, but they've just bodged the inner bit. And I can probably cut a square out, or maybe hole saw a round section, bend the edge over for there. It's whether this is so thin you can actually weld to it. Yeah, we're going to clean up this bit, probably get this repair off, that repair off, and get these pipes out and clean up so we've got a nice clean line around the top. And then tonight I'll do some research and make a decision if I'm going to buy some panels or make it up in sections. Buying them obviously be quicker, but then I gotta wait for them, so it's one of those. Yeah, so I'm gonna clean this bit up, get this section off because it looks horrible, and I'll probably move on to the front brake flexibles then, so I'm doing something. Out with the grinder. Oh dear. Right, we're starting to get a plan of attack. This is where we are on the driver's side in a wheel arch tub, I suppose. Now, it didn't fail the MOT on those really quite nasty repairs, but they really, as I said, quite nasty, and I need to repair that bit and the rear axle mounts in the way. So what I'm thinking of doing, and this may seem extreme, is, because I've got to replace the rear flexible pipes for the brakes anyway. Handbrake cables are easily disconnected. After that, it's only this shock bolt, which is too short anyway, and isn't a nylock. It's barely on the threads there. And these 4, 1, 2, and the same the other side, to drop the rear axle. So, first thing, to see if this is even possible, I've cleaned the threads up on these 2 bolts, and I'm gonna heat them up with a blowtorch and see if I can get them to undo. If I can, because I can't get to the other side of those bolts if they start spinning. This is a non-starter. Yeah, let's give that a go and see if we get any way. Also, slight problem, we're lifting a car with a rear axle, and there's a nice chassis rail there. So if I can get the arms back as far as that, we're okay. I've got these things here, so when I lower it down, I can put axle stands there for now, while I remove the rear axle and rejig the lift arms. Sorry, my wisdom teeth are playing up today. My mouth's swollen up on one side. So I'm a bit slurry. Right. Let's see. If I can get these nuts off, I'd rather do it properly. Cut those repairs, those awful repairs out, and then work from the inside out. In the words of Ed China, it's a Mk1 Golf. It's got to be done properly. I'm increasingly beginning to think, nah, it's a Mk1 Golf. I've got filler. In which case this won't be a video. But I don't do things like that anyway. Right, let's see if they'll turn. Alrighty then, it looks like we're doing this. All those 4 front axle nuts came off, bar the front one on this side, which was a bit hesitant. With a bit more heat and a bit more force, it came off. So I've sprayed them with lithium grease and tightened them back up for the minute, so I know they'll come back off shortly. These shock bolts are loosened, and I'm about to cut the brake flexibles, because I figure that'll give me the most chance of success. Which way I've put this cunningly situated dustpan device, because I don't want it going on my floor. I might get a box. Yeah, let's get a box as well. I'm just going to cut with an angle grinder. I tried with, they're quite hard. So yeah, I'll just slit them, let the fluid drip out of them, and then we'll lower it down and try and get this. Handbrake cables are disconnected as well, and I've coiled them round and cable tied them to the exhaust up there. Let's do it, he said with trepidation. This could go completely wrong. Good luck, everybody. One side, 1 dustpan full so far, after a quick brush up. So I'm going to empty that and use that one to drain the brake fluid on the other side. Turns out cutting brake pipes, quite smoky. If you're going to try and do it to an enemy, wouldn't do it in their garage. They'll probably see. More good advice like this at some point in the future. Nice little bit of drippy action.
If you can see that side of both sides. So I'm going to wait until that is completely gone. In the meantime, I think I'm going to drop the fuel tank, because the fuel tank is only 2 bolts and 1 Jubilee clip, which is on the filler. I've got to take these tubes off anyway. Oh, saying that, where's the fuel come out? Well, it must come out. Oh, it's going to be that one. Alright, so we probably disconnect that when it's dropped down a bit. So I'm going to see if I can get those bolts out, because that should give me perfect access to get to everywhere I want to get to. Yeah, this is one of them. It's going to be lovely. It's going to be perfect. Let's not worry about it. Come back when the drippy has stopped. Brake fluid is all drained down. Again, didn't look the best. Got our 2 drain trays draining. We've got a plan. Let's see if this is going to work. I'm confident it should be great. Or this could go completely wrong and the car will be on the floor. Answers on a postcard, which one's going to... Yeah, don't. It'll be great. Let's see.
Cover them up so you don't see beyond the mask. My world's a dying star. Falling for you has buried me in smoke and ash. In smoke and ash. Take me to the ending of the story. I'll see you in the morning when I wake. Save me from the storm inside my bones. The fear of living on my own. I'm all I wear 1,000 scars. Cover them up so you don't see beyond the mask. My world's a dying star. Falling for you has buried me in smoke and ash. In smoke and ash. Take me to the ending of the story. I'll see you in the morning when I wake. Save me from the storm inside my bones. The fear of living on my own. I'm all alone.
Okie dicky dokie then. As you can see, quite successful. It means we can take these 2 repairs out, repair this part properly. We're on a bit of chassis. We have got the same problem this side. Obviously it didn't fail the MOT, but I think we're going to do it properly this side as well. It's quite thick metal. Should be, famous last words, pleasure to do. Ish, perhaps. Reasonably happy with what we're on. I need to put something to absorb that brake fluid, and the same that side. But yeah, that's nearly tripped over the axle. That's not been a bad day. So tomorrow should be able to get into repair. We'll strip all this under seal off, repair these sections properly and into this section. Then we can come, I think we got room. I think we'll drop the fuel tank and get that out the way. I don't know how much fuel's in it. Obviously fuel gauge doesn't work. I'm going to pick up the rest of these fixings before I kick them all over the place. Like I say, put a bit of tissue on there. But yeah, that's us done for the day. That's our removed axle. Yeah, on to cutting and welding tomorrow. Hope this has been vaguely entertaining. And everyone's staying safe. Take care. Hopefully there'll be another episode soon. Bye bye.